A new research scholarship has just been launched and awarded in Dunedin. It's been established by Emerson's Brewery and it's all about beer. Bob King from Emerson's joins us to explain. Good evening, Bob.
Good evening.
Well, tell us about the scholarship.
It's a scholarship that's awarded to people studying a tertiary degree, which requires research papers, a thesis or similar. It has to relate to the brewing industry, whether it be from a technical perspective or economic social impact of the brewing industry.
Why was it established?
It was established in memory of Jean-Pierre Dufour, who was the chair of the Food Science Department at the University of Otago. He was a fond, much-loved character in the brewing industry in New Zealand and a very good friend of Emerson's, and he unfortunately passed away working on a UN project, and the scholarship rose out of that post his death.
Now tell us about the lucky person who's been awarded this scholarship.
The inaugural recipient of the scholarship is Bridget Gould. She's just finished her Bachelor of Science, majoring in Food Science, and she's now studying towards an honours in Food Science, which requires her to do a research project. So she's the inaugural winner.
And what exactly is she going to research?
She's researching the interaction of hop and yeast on the beer flavour.
Okay, is there quite a bit to learn about that?
It's an area of research. I don't know if there's been a lot of work done in the past, and they've got two quite integral ingredients as part of the beer making process, and getting to learn more about the impact of yeast on hop flavours and how that kind of works to create different flavours in beer. It's an interesting project, and one which we hope to be able to kind of learn from.
What will Emerson's get out of it?
Obviously we get to learn all about hop and yeast interactions and the possible implications for us on where we go with future beer development, and obviously we want to share that with other brewers in the brewing industry. Obviously Jean-Pierre Dufour was known throughout the beer community, both in New Zealand and internationally, so if there's research that can come out and is of value to other brewers, then we'll look forward to sharing it.
What else does Emerson's do to honour John?
Every year Emerson's releases a JP beer. Jean-Pierre Dufour was from Belgium, so each year it's a Belgian style beer, and that's released on the 6th of June. Yeah, 6th of June. No, it might be the 2nd of June, sorry. And it's released every year in memory of him, and some of the proceeds from each bottle sold goes into the scholarship fund.
What sort of frequency will you be awarding the scholarship?
We're looking at hopefully every year, assuming that we get a scholarship request that meets the criteria.
How much is it worth to the recipient?
$3,500 per annum. So.
And what might come of it in the future, do you think? Well,
we've started kind of putting the funds aside since 2007, so we're now 2014, we've been able to have sufficient funds to look at the inaugural recipient, which is Bridget, and we're just going to see where it grows from there. So it's a small, humble beginning, but we'd like to see it kind of grow and evolve it over time. And
you could say you're brewing it.
We are. We'll see how it all ferments over time and it all comes together.
Bob King from Emerson's, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.